What's up, everybody? It's that time again. What time? It's time for the Register. The Register is your periodical ring up of headlines and metrics relevant to anyone who makes, distributes, and sells stuff. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is a very special edition of the Register here on February 17th, 2025. This is the first time in any register that we've done where we see net positive headlines. In fact, not just net positive headlines, we have 7 positive headlines to 1 negative. Now, I source these headlines by just sort of randomly searching some of the top outlets about retail and seeing what their top, headlines, top articles are about right now. And pretty much it's been neutral or even slightly negative up until now. Now there's some real strong positive sentiment just by grabbing some random samples. So let's take a look at what we mean here. In the positive ones, you can see we've got a survey talking about just huge record Valentine's spending. We can see several examples, watches of Switzerland, these brands that are really making some real bets. There's growth, there's acquisitions, there's strong demand, strong holidays. Those are just really repeated themes over and over here. There's this cool story of Shopify bringing some traditional e-tailers into brick and mortar. It's a real expansion type of a play. We'll see how it plays out, but hey, they're trying to do something. They're trying to grow here. It's a real bet on growth. Steve Madden buying a brand. It's a real expansion story here, not like picking it up off the scrap heap. And then fashion's most hated garment, the skinny jeans, making a comeback. Maybe this isn't really that positive headline, but I mean, hey, if this trend really grows, it will drive some real growth. I just thought it was funny, the skinny jean trying to make a comeback. Negative. There was one headline here where, WH Smith, they're kind of picking them up off the scrap heap. Yeah, it's an acquisition, but they're going to close a lot of stores, and it's not a great story there on the metrics. And the neutral, there's several that I would call very kind of borderline. Gucci's got a slump. There's a few things that maybe they're turning, maybe their competitors are doing better, so maybe the market's okay, but Gucci's struggling a little bit. Best Buy, there was some investment there, but it's hard to tell if that's like the type of investment where, hey, we're growing, the market's positive, or if it's like something's not quite working, let's fix something, right? Amazon, again, making an investment, but it's a small one, and they haven't necessarily thrived on this type of like a brick and mortar thing. And, do you really want Amazon growing a lot? Is that really good for the overall market, the overall economy? Who knows, right? So that's another neutral one, right? Key metrics. This was really interesting mixed. So when you look at this bump here, year over year, sales is growing. U.S. retail sales is growing. It's up in the 4% range here, right? And that's better than it's been in a long time throughout 2024. So, hey, we've got growth. We've got retail growth. However, like the 20-plus year average, we still even haven't hit that. It's 4.73% growth year over year. We just haven't hit that yet. Hey, it beat the forecast, but in different segments, it's weak. Month over month, it's fallen again. So it's mixed, but hey, I like this bump. I like that we're back into a little bit stronger growth. Let's see how it goes. I'll talk to you on the next register, and we'll see how that growth is going. So at checkout, hey, pretty strong story here. Several positive headlines, and I think that consumer sentiment, that happy, positive, like uptick of consumer sentiment in these headlines, that could be the beginning of something real. So let's hang on. Let's see. So there you go, the Register, which is your periodical ring up of headlines and metrics relevant to anyone who makes, distributes, and sells stuff. Let's go.